But I do want to hear what Paolo has to say. Or is this Paolo?
The atmosphere in Japan
Oh,
today,
this is not Paolo. This is abroad in Japan.
it just everyone's shocked, everyone's sad, everyone just could not believe what happened because Japan is such a safe country. People are not allowed to own guns. I've met Shinzo Abe several times, very briefly, in a very similar event. He was helping my friend, the politician. He came all the way from Tokyo to Sendai and cheer him up and giving a speech together. And yes, there were about back then he was prime minister, so he had about 7 or 8 securities. But when I saw on TV today,
everybody calm down. For everyone to okay, I need you to understand something. Bro, of course the fucking average like liberal boomer YouTuber is not gonna fucking be like, Shinzo Abe was a fucking gross whitewasher of war crimes. Like, okay, like that's not what's wrong with you. Half of you just learned about this shit like literally 30 minutes ago when I covered it, and you're already fucking up in arms. Calm down. Okay? For a lot of these people, he's just a Japanese politician, just like any other fucking politician. Like, if an American politician was assassinated, the nation would be mourning in a similar capacity, okay? So just understand that. Like, obviously, we would be like, YOLO, right? But it seems like for a lot of people, the shock of gun violence happening like this is more surprising than anything else, really. We appreciate it, but I'm just saying, like, calm down. Of course, these people are gonna just be like, man, I've successfully gaslit myself into believing that I was always an expert on Japanese politics. Good.
there are about very few securities. So I think the securities in Nara, in this case, was very weak, I would say. And as Japan's very, as you all know, a safe country, people, just ordinary people like me, can get close to the politician very easily. And even if the person is prime minister.
Yeah, I was about to say, Japanese culture is different. Like, because of a lack of guns, partially, the politicians are constantly like they're around the public. Like, they walk around, you know what I mean? They're touching people, you know what I mean? It's like there's not like the same level of security.
If there are some securities around,
anymore,
you can get as close as say 5 meters or so. Shinzo Abe, I would say he was a very popular guy as a politician, and also he was hated as well by some people. He was very popular because when he was a chief cabinet officer, he was a guy, his key person, who actually freed 5 abducted Japanese people from North Korea. He went to North Korea with Prime Minister Koizumi, and he came back with those 5 people, promising North Korean government that they will return these people back to North Korea. Basically, Japanese government deceived North Korea, and they never did, which made Japanese people so happy. And everyone knew that Shinzo Abe was the key person who was like handling all of that. And that actually made Shinzo Abe very popular. And I think that made Shinzo Abe prime minister as well in the end. And he became prime minister twice.
So that's what we know right now, guys. Obviously, this isn't a normal Abroad in Japan video, and one that I never hoped to make, but it's a tragedy.
Wait, why didn't he talk about why people hate him? Here in Austria, our president and other high-profile politicians frequently take the subway without apparent security. So, this is what we know so far about the guy who assassinated him. Media reports say the shooting suspect told the police he was dissatisfied with Abe and wanted to kill him. As far as his background goes, the shooter is from the security forces. He was a vet. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he was dissatisfied. You know what I mean? I just There's a tweet I saw on this issue. U.S. 400,000 guns or 400 million guns, 0 dead politicians. Japan 1 gun, 1 dead prime minister. We should be absolutely embarrassed. That's funny. That's a parody and a funny joke, and not to be taken seriously. Of course. 58,000 likes on that tweet.